Everyone, we have a Kitchenaid refrigerator here with a bottom mount freezer, and the fridge is warm. Cold air is not getting generated in there, but the freezer is freezing everything properly. It's nice and cold. So usually the problem with that is that you're going to have frost buildup in the back of the fridge as the cold air is generated in the freezer, and then a little evaporator fan blows the cold air up and through into the refrigerator. So we're going to take the freezer door off and get access to the back there and see if we have any frost buildup. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is pull the fridge out so we can unplug it, and to do that we got to raise the or lower the wheels so that it slides out. And so to do that, you're going to want to pull off this middle panel here. There's two little snaps, so if you just pull at it from the bottom, it will snap off. And then we're going to pull these cups off where the feet are. There's one on this side, one on this side. And it'll give access to these little hex bolts here, and that's going to lower your wheels so that the fridge will slide out. So I'm using a 3/8-inch socket bit, and I'm just going to turn that clockwise to lower the wheel and do the same thing on the other side. Important that you unplug the refrigerator so you can prevent any electric shocks. Now we need to remove the freezer door. So first we're just going to slide this panel out and up. It just slides right out. There's two little clips that hold the freezer door in place. So you're just going to push that in with a little screwdriver and then pull these metal brackets straight out. Once the freezer door is out, you're going to want to remove this ice tray. And to do that, you just pop that up and push back, and it should slide right out. Next, you're going to want to remove the two rails, and those are held on by 1/4 inch hex bolts. So just use your socket and remove all four of those on both sides. Next, we need to remove the back panel. So to do that, there's 4 hex bolts in the corner. We're going to remove each one of those, and there's a power clip here that we can just push in. That's for the ice maker, and then there's 3 clips here actually on the fan entry here, so we're going to push those in with a screwdriver and remove that panel as well. Now we have a lot of frost buildup here, and that's not good, so that's going to prevent airflow from this evaporator fan that's sitting right here, blowing into the refrigerator up top. So some part of the defrost assembly is not working. The most likely cause is this little thermostat right here. That regulates the defroster, and it shuts off when it gets too warm. So obviously that's not that might not be working. So we're going to replace the thermostat and see if that solves the problem. Just going to use a hairdryer to speed up the defrosting process to get this all dried up so that we can replace our thermostat. So to remove the old thermostat, it just clipped onto this copper pipe here, so you just pull it straight back off. And then there's a little clip here. Just pull that off, push down, and pull that back out. Next, we're going to cut the wires for the old thermostat. And then we'll cut this orange one off here so we can attach the new one. Next, we want to join the orange wire that we had in the fridge to the wire of the new thermostat. So to do that, we're just going to twist the ends and then put a little joiner that came with it. Screw that in. Tighten that nice and tight. And then we'll put some electrical tape around this just to prevent any moisture from getting in. Then we're just going to pinch the end so that it crimps the two wires together.
I can't.
Next, we're going to wrap it with some electrical tape just to prevent any moisture from getting in there. We want to just take a little bit of the insulation off here so that we can expose about 1/2 inch of the wiring. We're just going to put them red on the end of the brown wire and crimp that guy. Again, we'll just wrap some electrical tape around the brown one as well so that we prevent any moisture from getting in the wires. So now we plug our orange wire back into the plug there. Just going to hang our thermostat again on this copper pipe. There we go. Now that we have our thermostat replaced, we're going to put the back panel on, and we'll see if the fridge can defrost itself. So we're just going to screw our 4 hex screws back in, those 4 corners. Pop the ice maker power through again. Now we're just going to snap our vent cover back into place. Now we replace the 4 screws for our side rail, and the same on the other side. Once our rails are back on and secure, we can slide the freezer door back in and just make sure that it latches over these 2 latch pieces there. Once the door is back on, we can roll the fridge back out and plug it back in. Once it's plugged in, we can lower the wheels again, give that a little bit of stability so it doesn't move around on us. And then we can lower these feet here. Put the snap the plastic feet coverings back on. That side and the other side. And last but not least, we snap the vent panel back into place at the very bottom there. There's just 2 little clips there, you just gotta squeeze those into the bottom.